Hey! Why am I clapping? This is my Q&A video for 250 subscribers. But now... Hey there everyone, it is Icoso and this is my Q&A video. I asked around on Twitter, YouTube, but most of all Discord for some questions, and about the Discord, you should be joining that right now. Click the link in the description. So, I don't have too much to say other than let's do this. What tools do you use for creating games? Here's a basic rundown of everything I am currently using. As my engine of choice, I use Unity 3D. It works in both 2D and 3D and is one of the most well-known, beginner-friendly engines out there with a bunch of awesome features. I use Microsoft Visual Studio 2019 to write my code in. It's a very straightforward and helpful program and I haven't really come across any problems with it as of yet. For pixel art, I use Sprite. This I'm sure would be one of the most common amongst others. However, you do have to pay for it, but I know there is a way to get it for free. I paid for it because I'm lazy. For music composition, I use the cheapest version of FL Studio, one up from the free trial version. I have lots of fun using this, and although it does have a steep learning curves, it comes with some great use over time. For sound effects, I use the free program BFXR. This is great for making chiptune-like sound effects for my projects, giving it a bit of a retro feel. For audio recording and manipulation, I use Audacity. Pretty great program overall, and not much to say about it. It does the job of being able to record my voice and also allowing me to manipulate sounds in some interesting ways. And finally, for video editing, which I know isn't exactly game development, I use Adobe After Effects CC. I've been using this for years now, so I've become quite familiar with it. And that's all the programs I use for gamedev. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Like 7? I don't know. 7? How are you such a cool guy? I was just born this way, man. Just born this way. What are your steps in making a game? I don't have too much experience in larger projects other than game jams, so I'm going to talk about my usual game jam process. Step 1 is to brainstorm ideas, try to find something creative that I can create within the time frame. Step 2 is creating a basic prototype for the game. Usually I don't do much with the graphics, but that leads on to the next step being step 3, adding some nice colours and sometimes pixel art into the game. Step 4 is where I continue to work on the game's core mechanic, making sure it's fun as it is. And step 5 is usually beginning to work on some UI development and creating the sort of player experience in an interesting, interactive and intuitive way. Step 6 is mostly audio design such as music soundtracks and sound effects, and step 7 would be polishing, bug fixing and playtesting. Finally, step 8 would be to sleep. Are you planning to create any tutorials? I've always thought about it that it would be really cool to do some tutorials, sort of like the things that Brackies and Blackthorn Prod have done. However, I'm not sure if I should do a full series type thing where I'd go from start to finish making a game, breaking it up into different episodes over a range of time, or if I should make smaller tutorials on just one certain topic, such as simple 2D player movement in Unity. So yeah, I don't have any immediate plans, but let me know your thoughts. I think making tutorial videos or a tutorial series would be really cool. Do you play any mobile games? I know this question was kind of a joke, but I do actually have quite a history with mobile games. I mean, I'm just that cool that I reached the highest arena in Clash Royale. So yeah, I'm a pretty epic mobile gamer. Where do you live? What music software do you use? I use the 3D edition of FL Studio. I had to look up what the name of this was. Not FL Studio, the version, yeah. How did you learn FL Studio? Honestly, it was just a lot of playing around with the software and just seeing what I could create. But the channel In The Mix is an absolutely incredibly helpful lifesaver of a channel. Link in the description, they are very helpful in FL Studio and music theory as well. Best genre to play on the ukulele? Probably heavy metal. Do you play any instruments? I do. I play the piano alongside the alto saxophone. I am far too lazy to get my sax out, but here's me jamming out some blues on my keyboard. Who are your game dev inspirations? If you're talking about YouTubers, here's my list. Probably missing a couple because I have the tired. Blackthorn Prod, BW Dev, Danny, DevDuck, Game Maker's Toolkit, Isto Inc., Jonas Tyrola, Let's Talk Game Design, Next Program, Pixel Prophecy, Randall, Vimlark, and of course, the almighty Brackies. Others include Team Cherry of the Hollow Knight series, Eric Baroney of the Stardew Valley world, Notch of Minecraft, and Derek Yu of Spelunky. Don't you get burned out after a while of making games, and how do you prevent it? I think this is a really important part of game development alongside any creative industry. I can get really immersed in creating a project, but I think it's important to take breaks so you don't fall into a hopeless spiral of despair. I haven't experienced full burnout from this, although I can see myself getting close at times. To help this, I try and put it out of my mind, go for a walk, make some music, eat some Subway, or anything else I find relaxing. Will you be making a video about playing games from your viewers? This sounds like a great idea, yeah. I'll probably do it for some sort of subscriber milestone, much like Zed from Let's Talk Game Design has done. What's your physical hardware setup? Honestly, it's just my school laptop. That's literally it. It's a Dell computer. Yeah. Oh, also, I got a Yeti Nano microphone attached by USB. I am very professional, as you can see. To someone who is new to the game dev community, what advice would you give them? I would definitely begin with something small, and if that goes well, branch off from there. Look at your strengths and enhance them as much as possible, and this is really awesome if you can participate in game jams. These competitions aren't long and you get heaps of very helpful feedback from the community. Do you see yourself as a full-time game developer in the future? Honestly, I have no idea. Probably not, but then again, I really don't have much of a plan for the future. Do you see yourself as a full-time YouTuber in the future? Ditto. Could you make a tutorial on the particles you use in your games? I could do that, yep. I'd have to plan it out for a bit, but it wouldn't be that hard. Maybe I'll make it in a short or something like that. Great idea. What game genre would you love to create a game within, and why aren't you doing it? I think every indie developer's big dream game would be something like an open world adventure. Very immersive experiences with a lot of quest lines and this whole storyline and plot. It probably doesn't apply to everyone, just from what I've heard, but that would be something really, really cool I'd like to do. Obviously though, this would take a whole lot of time, money, experience, and also a team of 50 people, which I am 50 short of. So yeah, big dreams but realistic expectations. Yes? Yeah. Wait, what? Yeah. Is there any game you would have made differently, and how? I guess I can see the big flaws in all of my projects, but for the most recent ones, and possibly the most popular one, I would have loved to create some online leaderboards for Minima. I think this would have increased the replayability value of it greatly, and also if I fixed that one double jumping bug everyone just keeps talking about. Why make games? The popularity points at school. Just kidding, no one cares. Do you play Minecraft? I do. It's a game I've played since I was little, something like 5, moving my way up from PE to console to Java. It's good fun and a great part of my childhood. I don't really have much time to play it now, but here is my skin. When did you start with game dev? First time really starting out would be when I was about 12ish. At school they introduced us to a program called Greenfoot, which used Java, and in it I made a janky 2D platformer where you'd shoot at the other player. Unfortunately, I can't get any footage of this because yeah, it was a while ago, but I can assure you, it was... Are you human? No. Are you inhuman? No. Are you communist? No. Have you ever thought about switching to another game engine, or do you want to keep using Unity? No, I mean, I don't have any immediate plans, but maybe in the future, yeah, that might be cool. How did you learn when beginning game dev? I followed a lot of tutorials by Brackies and Blackthorn Prod. For Brackies, it was a wide range of different things, including some entire series, and for Blackthorn Prod, it was more one-off stuff when I needed it. This was all within Unity, which I've kept with ever since starting when I was about 13ish. How old are you? I am a smooth 15 years young. What is your opinion on apples? Apples are incredible. I love them. 10 out of 10, apples are just a wonderful experience. Pineapple on pizza? Pizza on pineapple? What is your overall goal with what you want to do with YouTube? I don't have any super large plans, but I guess I'll just keep at it for now. It'd be really cool if I could start earning some money, but that will still be a while. What is your favourite part of being a YouTuber? Honestly, connecting with the community. I love receiving feedback and responding to comments. It's a really great thing to do in science class. What is your sub goal for 2021? Based on recent analytics, I think 1k subs could be potentially possible. Guess we'll have to see. Who do you watch in your free time? Alongside the game dev channels that I watch, I'm currently watching some Ryuka content, who I've been following for yonks, and I don't know. If you're talking about movies and TV, I'm not a huge fan of movies, but I do love my sitcoms. I've watched way too many times, mind you, The Big Bang Theory, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Good Place, Friends, The IT Crowd, and I am currently watching Jane the Virgin. Will you get a ukulele? For you, most certainly. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. I'm gonna look into that. Do you think I'm cool? Always. Do you know the Muffin Man? Not many people know this, but I am the Muffin Man. So, there you go. What is your favourite game that you have made? I'd actually say Mush Work Together. It was a totally different experience to what I usually do. It received some really great feedback, and I got to delve into pixel art for a bit. Will you continue to work on Mush Work Together? At this stage, it's not likely, but I may begin work on another game similar to it. Who knows? 2D or 3D? I don't know if this is about making games or enjoying games in 2D or 3D, but I think I am a 3-dimensional person. Is PRISMA the only game you have made outside of a game jam? Finished? Yes. Working on? No. Delta is still in the development process. Do you know any other programming languages other than C#? Nope. I'm a simple boy learning a simple language. What is your favourite game? I wouldn't say I have a favourite, but based on hours played, Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Cave Blazers, Celeste, Breath of the Wild, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii. What is your exact birth date? 7. Do you use Mac or PC? PC. Why is Moo your best friend? Moo. Are you planning any collabs with any other game developers to make bigger and better games? Nothing is in the works as of current, but that'd be really cool. It will take a whole lot of planning though to make it work, but yeah, nice thought. Where do you get the name Icoso from? The name Icoso originated from the shape the icosahedron. Why, you ask? Good question. How did you make the Icoso character and why a human figure? I made the base of the Icoso character for a school project, I think, months before I actually started the channel. I was going to use it for an animation, I was pretty sure. I had it in my archives and I've been using it ever since. So yeah, that was a really fun video to make. Thanks everyone so much for this great list of questions, and I'm so sorry if I missed yours. I did my best to include everyone's here, and I apologise if yours got lost. Make sure to join the Discord, as I might do this again sometime, so if you have more questions that you'd like to ask, just keep them until then, and yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya! Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching the video. If you like what you see and would like to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, and do all of the cool things. See ya! Can this be the last question in the video, please?